Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some basics, getting the air in and getting the air out, and how we do that. So, of course, the first thing is the nose. I spoke about the nose, and I'm going to talk about orifices. Orifices, your nose, your mouth, your gender, like where you urinate, and your anus where you defecate, so that you have these places where you can emphasize the breath or the expulsion of these things. And here I'm going to be talking additionally about the orifices that aren't as obvious, like they don't have openings. So since I'm talking with my hands right now, I'm going to talk right now about your hands, our hands. So this is participation here. You're going to work with me on this thing. So the hand has the palm of the hand has these pillows right around it, right? And if you just take your finger, your index finger, take your index finger, because it's a good one, it's your pointer. Take your index finger and take it around. It feels kind of nice. Oh, that feels nice. And you can feel the connection. You can feel what the palms, the pillows of the palms feel like. And it's nice. It's like very sexy kind of a little bit, but you can get the sense that there is this, sensitivity there. Now, go to the very center and touch that. Right? Very different. So in a way, you can say that is an opening. Not that, it is an opening, but it's an opening in a different kind of way. And that opening is places also to receive and to give out. So you can actually feel yourself breathing in through right there in the very center of your hand. You can feel that moving the air. You're lifting your hands, but you're also right there in that very center. That's kind of like the place of the real strong activity. So you're going to take that, you can feel that moving it. And actually, as you're doing that, you're actually lifting the air, right? You're kind of just lifting the air. You're breathing in, you're lifting the air. You can take it all the way up. Then you can bring it together. And when you bring the two palms together, and you have those two centers together, you kind of close the circle so that you are not letting any energy escape wantonly. It's like, it's the prayer position, right? We all know that. And that prayer position keeps those two parts together, and it emphasizes the strength of yourself. So there's that. Now there's the other area, which is in your diet. Well, let's just say your belly button area. The place where you have been eating in the baby stage, before you were born. So there is that connection. So when you're born, that's the place that umbilical is cut. Because that belly button, isn't that the cutest word, a belly button? And your belly button is also a place when you are practicing conscious breathing. Let's just do it. Let's practice it. So you place your thumb right on your belly button, place your hand just slightly below it, and start breathing. And as you breathe, feel the breath coming in and traveling down to your hand. And as you breathe, just feel your hand. As you inhale, feel your hand reaching out, like your belly, is pushing your hand out. And when you exhale, you can feel it return. So there's this movement. You can close your eyes if you want, keep them open if you want to watch me. But basically, you're just going to experience taking a breath in, letting it come into your nostrils, letting it come all the way down. And we call this diaphragmatic breathing, because you want to breathe down here. You don't want to do your good breathing up here, because these places up here are little teeny tiny veins, and what you're breathing in is not nearly enough what your body really requires. It requires some big breathing. You're breathing into your chest because you can feel your lungs move, and that's very, very vital. but your breathing comes right down here, and here we're going to use our imagination. A lot of breathing, a lot of what we do here is imagination. I call it magic nation. So you're going to go to this magic nation, this place where you live, where breath has its own standards, it has its own laws. And the breathing right now is where you're going to take the air in. You can follow it, let it come in, let it travel all the way down, and as you inhale, you can feel that you're opening your orifice. It's not, but your orifice is here, but it's going to go here, and that is what is going to be moving, right? Not your chest, not up here. What really is moving is this belly, right? That's where the air is really coming in here. And then you exhale and it relaxes. So as you're breathing in, and let's just take some time here to take some breaths in and feel how nice it is. So your breath's coming in, that nice, cool, dry air is coming in through your nostrils, coming way down, whatever space you want to take them short or long, whatever it is. But, conscious letting that feeling of, I'm feeding delicious stuff, inhaling, and then exhaling and feeling this relax. So here's something else that's happening, right? We're energizing as we take it in, and then when we exhale, we're letting go. So there's the in and out, and there's also taking it in and feeling yourself vibrant, and then exhaling, letting go, relaxing, letting go. So let's continue that for a minute. Inhaling, feeling your hand really pushing against, feeling your belly pushing against your hand as it fills, just filling. Moving your diaphragm, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So you're inhaling, exhaling, letting go. So that's a very nice feeling. So that's kind of like another orifice or another opening. Another opening that doesn't really open except in our mind, and in our mind we make it very vital. Now, the belly is in the front, and we just don't want to neglect the back. So in the back, we have the coccyx. There's a word, coccyx. That coccyx sits where the spine meets the pelvis. Oh, big giant pelvis. And the spine comes down and meets that. So it's like a very crucial part. And there is kind of where you can feel the energy also. And when you exhale, you can feel right back there, like you breathed in, you took it in, then you relax, but you're also going to feel right there in that coccyx, you're going to feel that letting go. So this is your motor, the front and the back. You got the front is your diaphragm, your belly button, the back you got the coccyx. So this is the engine of this whole body. And you notice it's in the center, right? This is not the center. This is not the center. This is the center. And so here's where the engine is pulsing away. You're taking it in through here, not just here, not just the front, but through the whole thing, even your ribs, right? Of course, your ribs are expanding because here's another little secret. When you breathe in and you feel your lungs taking in all that air, it's really happening because you're letting your ribs expand, because your lungs have no muscles. They're just little sponges, right? The only way they can get air in is if the ribs open to allow the air to fill all that kind of spongy stuff called lungs, so that it goes, take a deep breath in. Oh my God, I feel them expanding because your lungs are expanding, because your ribs are expanding. So when you take that breath in, you can feel like there's a sense of a growth, right? This really expands, opens up. The body receives. And in order to receive, it's got to expand. It's got to be prepared to take in the stuff that you're giving it, right? So it takes it in through here. And then when you exhale, you feel that you're going down with gravity, right? Your body goes down. So I'm sitting up right now, In my seated position, it's going to go down this way. If I were lying down, it would be doing something else. But right now, when I exhale, the energy just goes down, down, down. So the gravity is going down into the earth. Bye-bye, down, down, go away. Through with you, right? It's going to feed the earth. So the next time I inhale, it's going to fill me up. When I exhale, relax through here. The coccyx is another place for it to just let it go, let it go, let it go. So you have now this motor that has become active, and it knows what it's doing. It's got a purpose. It's taking stuff in, and then it's like releasing it out. And you can emphasize this because you can exhale, and as you exhale, when you exhale, you can take these organs right here that are right by your hand, or like that soft, squishy stuff like stomachs and kidneys and livers and all that kind of stuff that's in there. And you can squeeze them. And as you squeeze them, what they're going to do is they're going to take this diaphragm and push that diaphragm up into those spongy lungsies, and it's going to squeeze out. Even your ribs are going to curl, they're going to go tight, they're going to get together, and they're going to squeeze out the air so that you can breathe out a lot of air, not just a little air, because you want to multiply everything you're doing and make it more emphatic. You know, we're not talking lightweight here, we're talking big time. So as you exhale now, you're going to exhale, you're going to squeeze those muscles right there in the belly, squeeze them, squeezing, and as you do, you can feel that diaphragm, that strongest muscle in your body that divides the top from the bottom, squeezing that, pushing that diaphragm up into the lungs, pushing the air out, 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 pushing it out, 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 pausing, and then allowing yourself to reverse the whole cycle again, right? Taking it all in. Another little fact here. I just described the diaphragm and how active it is and what it does on the exhalation. So we have more than one diaphragm, and another diaphragm is right here in our throat. I said we only talk on our exhalation. And that is because the diaphragm in the throat works with the diaphragm in our belly. And they work this way. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So when exhaling and you're pushing up the diaphragm here, squeezing out the air, this one is squeezing out the air from above. So we're getting it from top and below, squeezing it out, taking it in, squeezing it out, and then taking it in. So this diaphragm here, it also keeps our voice very muscled. So some people, old ones, when they get old, their voice gets a little more feeble because the muscles in the voice, haven't been exercised adequately because we haven't used our breath well. And you can feel old people, they kind of don't, they don't have much activity. They don't have much emphasis in like that. But you want to keep that really strong. You want that muscle to be, constant, to stay healthy. So, you can feel the difference in your voice. You can hear the difference in the voice. Listen to me, loud and loud and louder. So this is inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So the body kind of works using everything it's got. It doesn't just use a little in and out. It uses in and out and in and out. So you want to emphasize that. And of course, we'll get down to using the whole body, how to use your arms, your legs, your back bends, your headstands, how those all impart different aspects of taking the breath in fully and getting rid of it, and keeping the body very agile, keeping the bones well fed, not brittle. Because when you're old, well, you may not be old, but let me tell you, when you're old, your bones can often become brittle. So when you fall, as you've heard other people say, or maybe your grandma or whatever, you fall, you can really impact yourself very badly. Hospitalized, even worse. So you're feeding your bones, you're feeding everything in your body so that the whole package has this vitality to it. So this is part of what the orifices work together in their way, to expand and then to contract. Expand and then contract using the muscles in your belly, even the muscles in your buttocks. So when you're, really working out, exhaling out there, you want to exhale out and feel the muscles in your buttock, which are really strong, big muscles, in your butt. Squeezing those too so you can feel them really powerful. You want to feel powerful. You want to feel really powerful. And that's how, you kind of just keep practicing that. And then when you open, everything goes on a holiday. I'm taking it in party time. I'm eating, I'm drinking, I'm having a good time. And then get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Pause, then take it in. I mean, it feels so good that you're going to find that your lips are going to go up into, what is that? Oh yeah, a smile. You'll just be smiling automatically, because that's what happens when you're lifting, when your body is lifting. Hey, that's lifting. Hey. So all of that's part of the package. Okay,